Hello everyone, my name is Leilani Torres and I am here to share with you some tips on the new figures. And no, I won't be talking about any specific technical stuff because that may have some changes in October. But my objective is that you have a bit of feedback so that you can start running along with the new figures and you start developing the skills in your own training pool and training space, okay? So hope you enjoy this. So we will begin with the 12 and unders, okay, to go in order. And a lot of the figures we already kind of know, but I'm still gonna go over them, give a little bit of an overview, and make sure that I share with you some tips on how I should focus on these types of figures and what type of exercises could be beneficial for the swimmer. So the first figure is 106 straight ballet leg. From a back layout position, one leg is raised straight to a ballet leg. So you know the transition is with a straight leg, right? And then you lower as a ballet leg. So then you go through a bent knee and then a layout position. We will talk now about the objectives. Well, one thing that I usually do when I look at these figures is to look at the numerical value degree that they give here, or this is a numerical value that judges do pay attention to when before they are going to judge. So it's important to understand that whenever we see the highest number here, that will be the most important transition, or basically that's the hardest transition in the figure. So usually my focus goes to that transition and developing that part of the figure really, 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 really well. So if I'm going to coach this figure, I will tell my athletes that the easy stuff is done perfectly. So for example, the head, the chest, the hip, right? The legs, hopefully, and the toes are on over the surface of the water. So this part should be done really, really, really well. Hopefully the focus has to be on the engagement of the hip. I have said it in other Instagram posts before about how you engage the hip in order to maintain the position flat over the surface, and the support, of course, of the hands really close to your body. Usually, once they start doing this figure, their hands go to the sides instead of keeping the hands right underneath the hip. We have already seen this exercise. So my focus for this will be on two things. First thing will be on the hip engagement, so that for example, if you lift your right leg, the left hip can stay over the surface of the water, so hip rotation. But if you don't do this without pressing back towards like that neck area underwater, like creating a pressure where all of this is just like a table, like a board, and pushing it back is just a bit of biomechanics, right? If you don't do the hip rotation in combination with that body tilt back, then it will be really hard to keep the full body over the surface of the water. So those will be my focus. And for example, I will definitely just do that part up, down, creating that pressure behind with jugs on the side, for example. That's a good one, because they need to understand what's the effort being done with the body, not with the support of the hands. Yes, the hands, it's important that they notice that the hands are facing to the bottom of the pool, not back, so that they're not moving any like back, or down so that they're not moving foot first. But yeah, so this one is pretty much, that will be my focus on this figure. Hope you liked it.